Now, question number 5. They want us to sketch the graphs of these two functions on the same graph. So when they say that, make sure you always do it on the same graph. So let's go ahead and put together the information. Both of them have an amplitude of 1, and they both have a frequency of 2. So that means their periods are both going to be 180 degrees. There's going to be one cycle every 180 degrees. And the midline for the first one is going to be y equals 0, and the midline for the second one is going to be y equals 1. So what I'm going to do is take 360 divided by 4 times the frequency. Every 45 degrees I am going to plot a point. And what's going to happen is that once I get through the first cycle, a lot of times I can figure out how to just figure out the rest of them. So let's plug it in here. 2 times 0, okay, that gives us a 0. And then if I put a 45 in here, I'm going to get a 1. And I plot that, 45, and then I put in a 90, and I get a 0. And then I put a 135 in there, and I'm going to find out that it's going to be a -1. And then I put in a 180, and that's going to be a 0. And that's one full cycle. So now I can kind of anticipate what's going to happen next, because the pattern should just repeat itself. And all I got to do now is connect them with a nice slopey curve. Make sure I round off as I get to the extremes. So let's take a look at the second one. We've got 1 plus cosine 2x, and then times, we'll start again with 0. That gives me a 2. And then we'll put in a 45 degrees. That's going to give me a 1. Then I'm going to put in a 90 degrees, and that's going to give me a 0. And then I put in 135 degrees, and then that's going to give me another 1. And then I put 180 degrees to finish off this period or the cycle, and I'm going to get a 2. And see, once again, now that I've got the first cycle done, I should be able to anticipate what's going to happen the second cycle, because pattern should just repeat. All I do is connect them, and I'm good to go. Now keep in mind, whenever you're asked to do this, make sure you always label each function. You don't got to use different colors like I did. Actually, you won't even have that choice. But you do need to make sure you label them clearly. And that's it for that. Now part B, it wants to know the solutions to this where each one is equal to each other. Well, that's where the graphs are going to be the same. That's where they're equal to each other. And here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And in fact, I said that wrong. They didn't even ask us for the solutions. They asked for the number of solutions. So the answer to that's 4. And that's all there is for that one. All right, so I hope that helped, and thanks for watching.